This is culturally inappropriate.
Wagwan, Wagwan. It's your humble host, Big Truck. Hey, shout out to my man that Zay Reacts. He's doing an amazing job. Go to the King's channel and show him some love. Subscribe, like to this channel as well. Conversation and reviews. He has some things to say. I have some things to say, and then the spirit of the universe is going to take us home. So grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and let's get this work. Let's go.
It's comments like this that make me kind of feel like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, why do y'all all say that marriage is slavery? Women nowadays, that's all y'all say. It's slavery. Or he's a narcissist. He's gaslighting. Once women learn a new word, they just use it for everything. Because y'all can't all walk around saying that it's slavery. Because you have to cook no matter what. You have to clean no matter what. You gotta pay bills no matter what, baby girl. I don't understand how providing basic human needs is slavery. What, you want a butler to do all this? Even then, you probably have to marry a rich man to get the butler. I don't know what the is going on, but it's giving very much like I want a city girl summer for the rest of my life. I don't want responsibility. I don't want accountability, because again, you have to do those things no matter what. And if you see a man with those qualities of he's abusive, he's a narcissist, he's hitting you, he's just not a good person, probably don't have sex with him, probably don't get pregnant by him, and probably don't marry him. Set yourself up for a successful marriage. How about that?
What was the lie? What was the lie? This beautiful sister was spitting facts. She was spitting. Now, I'm going to say something. And a lot of you guys are not going to like what I say, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's
Before he continues, she's spitting facts. It's amazing how, especially a black woman, is treated when she has not sold her soul to the things of this world. Modern feminism is on its way out. Time is up.
You see, the reason why a lot of these females are feeling this way about dating, courting, engagement, marriage, starting a family, the reason why a lot of these females are feeling this way is because a lot of you weak, pathetic, spineless simps, you weak males, you fuckboys, you kick-ass niggas.
What have I been saying about simp-ass men? Keep leaning in with your money. Keep leaning in with your status. A woman deserves to take advantage of your ass. She deserves to run all over you. Another reason why a large number of women behave the way they behave is because of you simp-ass men. You open up the door for them to behave the way they behave, to move the way they move. Because of you. Shame on you simp-ass men, and have the audacity to show your ass because a woman done took advantage of your ass. You deserve it. She deserves to take advantage of you. The more you keep leaning in with your money and your status, she deserves to use you for every damn penny your ass got.
A lot of y'all are the reason. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all lead with your wallet. And when you meet her, she's cute, got a nice shape, she's sexy, she's good in bed, whatever. You lose your identity. You forget you are a man. You start letting her lead you. You start following her. You become yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes man ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? What she says goes. That's the problem. The simp economy is helping destroy women's perspective.
Simplicious. Masculine men, kings, don't move that way. The only type of men that move that way are simps. Let's continue to feast.
Because they get away with anything with you. Now, when they come and meet a masculine man that shuts all that shit down, guess what? He's controlling. Guess what? He's abusive. Guess what? He's this, he's that. Why? Because he's not letting her run loose. He puts her in her place.
A real man, a king, he sets order. There would be order in the house. There would be order in the palace. He ain't even got to say a word. He can just walk in the room. His presence speaks for itself.
Because she's used to the previous 2, 3, 4, 5 men giving everything she wants, leading with money, spoiling her, simping, blowing bags on her. This sister breaks it down why women should stop whining and complaining about marriage and raising children. She eloquently breaks it down. Now, the video is long. It's about 6 minutes long. But my brothers and sisters, I urge you, listen to it so you can get the full context of what she is saying. So, give it a chance and listen to it, okay? Once it's finished playing, I'm going to come back and close it out. Let's go.
Kings and queens, my brothers and sisters, I want you to listen to this. She breaks a lot of things down. And when I tell you she breaks a lot of things down, she breaks it down. This is the part where I'm going to need you to use your ear gate.
Thing they're selling you now, and that some of you are buying into, is that marriage makes a woman a slave. Now let me explain something to you, right? I'm a woman who's been married for 20 years, right? And let me explain something. We have 3 children, 18 years old, 17 years old, and 12 years old. Let me tell you what people are not telling you, right? When you work as a partnership, you meaning two people become one. It is a lighter load on both people. Now, the work has changed, right? A lighter load in 2 people, meaning 2 people get together. There's not 2 apartments or 2 houses. They're not 2 bills, 2 phone bills, 2 light bills, 2 water bills, right? They're not 2 of all those things, right? So if you come together, for the most part, yes, you do reduce it. Of course, when you have kids, it increases, right? But let me just help you out a little bit, because sometimes I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Sometimes it's just so frustrating. I want you to think about when you have children. Children are just an idea a husband and wife has, right? So you go from an idea to creating human beings. You go from like, oh, I want children. You have 0 children and you all make children. You just created a whole human being. I don't know if you realize that creating a human being is a phenomenon. Like, a human being is a whole new person that.
Let me also highlight, either the both of you create a life together, or you come into a situation where you become stepfather or stepmother, but it's still a beautiful creation. Let's highlight that.
That did not exist. This idea that raising a human being from 0 to adulthood is supposed to be easy is very annoying. The idea that raising a human being from 0 to being an adult that can do their own thing, that's supposed to just come easy for you, is delusional at best. So yes, when you get married and you're raising small children, is it going to be challenging? You better believe it. Is it hard? Yes, it's hard. How dare you require it to be easy? They cannot feed themselves. They cannot clothe themselves. They cannot do everything. So in the beginning, initially, yes, there's a lot of effort required. That's what we signed up for, to create another human being. That's the requirement. It's like when you go to get your degrees, you go to school and they say, this is the prerequisites. This is what you have to do to pass the classes. This is the papers you have to write. You do the work and you get the outcome. You have a whole baby and you guys have children. Yes, it's difficult. And you're like, oh, we're a slave because women do more. There are things that you don't have to do once you're married. There are things that you don't do that your husband do, the invisible tax that he's doing too. Now, you're going to say, well, the burden is mostly on the women. You have the breast. The womb, you have the womb. What do you want him to do? Nurture the child like you do? Stop letting these miserable, bitter women give you advice.
So far, where was the lie? There was no lie detected. But it was this beautiful smoke, amazing smoke that just fills the room, the atmosphere. To know that you have to be careful about who you listen to, who you take advice from. Ladies, do not take advice from a woman who cannot keep a man. Do not take advice from a woman who ain't getting no dick. Do not take advice from a woman try to tell you what to do in relationships and or marriage if her relationships and marriages have failed. Do not take advice from a woman that is bitter, angry, carrying stuff from her childhood past. Do not take advice from a woman like that.
Is motherhood challenging? Yes. Do you see how we celebrate Mother's Day? We have no one's denying that it's challenging. Do you see how we celebrate mothers on Mother's Day? Do you see when it's Father's Day? It's like in this household we celebrate because we have a great man, we have a great father, right?
If you're gonna get advice, talk to your elders.
This household we celebrate just as loud, right? But in the world, you see, but with everything equal, right? When it comes to the child rearing, of course, we're the nurturers. You have breast. The kid immediately, that's why there's something called mommy guilt. I've never heard of father guilt. They're not wired that way. You want men to be women so badly. I want him to be hunting. Go make the money. Go provide. Go do the thing. I got this part. That's why it's called partnership. Stop listening to people. Some of this conversation is so elementary, it's so delusional, and people are paying the price on the back end of it. Women who are embracing whole, decenter men. Do you see how silly that sounds? Imagine if men work about decenter women. It's a partnership. We both need each other. But the delusional aspect of it is that motherhood should just be easy. And that raising a family should just come easy. Did your doctorate, your master's degree, did your bachelor's degree come easy? Did your driving test come easy? Some people yes, some people no. Did everything in your life come easy? Did the losing weight come easy? The good stuff is challenging and it's okay. Bringing a whole human being into this world is a phenomenon. And is it challenging raising them from an idea to a whole human adult? Yes. Give yourself a pat on the back. Say, okay, we did this. Why get mad and miserable about it? He's doing things that I don't want to do. So yes, there's some things that you're doing that you don't have to do if you were by yourself. So let's stop this whole, being a mother is a slave. Those women, they want you to believe that. And you know why? Because they miscalculated and they were listening to people who gave them the wrong advice, and now they have regrets, and they're hoping they can convince enough of you so there could be a whole group of you who are singing the same tune. It makes no sense, because guess what? If we're all childless, none of us would be here. Ding dong. Does that even make sense? If we're all, let's go all the way to the end. If we're all childless, none of us would be here. So that cannot be the answer is what I'm saying. If we're all childless because, motherhood is worse for women. If we are all deciding that we're extinct, what part of that is not, and this is not a case to convince someone who doesn't want children to have it. Not at all. I'm just saying that can't be the solution to there are no good men out there. So we have to take things back. That cannot be. It's very elementary. It's very superficial. And I want to use other choice words because it's just, they're wasting your time.
Y'all heard my sister, didn't y'all? Y'all heard the sister. Where was the lie? Where was the lie? You see, women want to date a man that's like their homegirl.
Hebrew chapter 5, verse 14. And the scripture says, solid food is for mature people who have been trained to know right from wrong. Say less. Figure that out. Meditate on that.
They want to date their female best friend, but in the man's body. You see, men are not women. We can never be women. We can never be emotional like women. We can never react like women. We can never see life as women. That's not how we were created. We're not wired that way. But a lot of women want us to be that way. You understand what I'm saying? Because they are meeting and coming across all these moist, weak, pathetic males.
When you have a large number of women that get with the Pookie and Ray Rays, you get what you deserve. But this is what you're familiar with. Stay in your lane. And until then, you cannot get mad at what Pookie and Ray Ray do. You chose him. You had children by him.
Men, they're males. That's a difference. And like the sister said, it takes both a man and a woman to hold down a household. And everybody needs to know their position. The man knows his position just like the woman knows her position. And
when you have teamwork, it makes the dream work.